Hello everyone, I am Sadia. Welcome to our presentation. Today I will be introducing you to Selenium, a powerful, free and open source framework used to automate web browsers. So let's get started. Selenium simulates real user interactions with web applications, making it ideal for both functional and regression testing, especially in modern dynamic apps built with frameworks like React, Angular, or Vue.js. So what can Selenium do? It helps ensure your UI behaves as expected across multiple browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and Safari. It enables cross-browser and cross-platform testing. It integrates seamlessly into CI or CD pipelines using tools like Jenkins or GitHub Actions. Now, who uses Selenium? QA engineers use it to write and run automated test scripts. Developers use it to catch bugs early in the deployment pipeline. Managers rely on its detailed reports to track testing efficiency. So, why do we need Selenium? Manual testing is slow, error-prone, and inefficient for large-scale apps. Proprietary tools can be expensive and often lack flexibility. Unit testing can't validate user interfaces. Selenium is the solution. It's free and open source, supports multiple languages like Java and Python, provides real browser automation, no mocks or containers, and most importantly, it fits right into a DevOps workflow. Selenium is community driven and licensed under the Apache 2.0 license, meaning it's completely free for personal and commercial use with no hidden costs. To get started, just visit selenium.dev. You will find everything from downloads to documentation and tutorials. In practice, using Selenium means writing your test scripts, configuring WebDriver for your browser, executing the tests while saving time and improving software quality. The strengths and weaknesses of Selenium. Three strengths are cross-browser testing support, large community and extensive documentation, and it works well with various test frameworks. Weaknesses are limited support for desktop and mobile applications. It can be complex to set up and maintain. Use in software testing, it can be used in functional testing, regression testing, performance testing, and data-driven testing. Imagine a robot that tests your web app 24/7 without coffee breaks. That's Selenium automation. Let me walk you through the 7 key steps that turn manual testing into an efficient, repeatable process. So we start with a roadmap. We define test scenarios that mirror real user journeys, like login flows or checkout processes. Next, we script these tests using Selenium WebDriver with frameworks like PyTest or TestNG, giving us structure. Before execution, we configure browser, setting up Chrome, Firefox, or Edge drivers to ensure cross-browser compatibility. With one command, we launch the browser. WebDriver initializes a real controllable browser instance. The magic happens as our scripts automate every interaction, clicks, scrolls, entries, just like a human user, but faster and more precise. Validation is our quality checkpoint, comparing actual results against expectations to catch any discrepancies. Finally, smart reporting, clean logs for past tests, and automatic screenshots when failures occur, giving developers clear debugging clues. This is not just automation, it's quality assurance at scale. Faster releases, fewer bugs, and happy users. Now, who's ready to see this in action? Now I'm going to show you a demo for Selenium. So first I installed Selenium using the command install the pip install command, and after that I also installed WebDriver for Chrome. Then I developed this code, and I will explain how this code works and what it will do. So first of all, like Selenium is actually a steering wheel which controls web browsers. So first of all, we will turn on the WebDriver, and then the WebDriver will open google.com, and then it will spot the search bar on Google's page. Q is Google's search box name, and then it will automatically type Selenium demo in the search box, and then due to Selenium we will see that this whole process has been automated. So let's get started. Chrome is being controlled. I will again run it. Here. Okay, the Chrome browser is detecting that a bot is typing in the keywords, is being controlled by automated test software. So this is how Selenium works, and this is how it is automatically opening Google Chrome and then spotting the search bar and then typing Selenium demo in order to search it. Thank you everybody for listening to me. Now I am going to give the floor to my team member Daniel.
Hi, this is Daniel here. Now we're going to talk about installation and the use of Selenium. So first of all, we need to download Selenium server jar file from Selenium Download Center, which was listed at the beginning of the PowerPoint. Um, and also we need to download Selenium client zip file. Um, I use Java. There's multiple programming language you can choose: Python, C Sharp, Java, JavaScript, all that. And because I use Java, so I download the Java version. And then we need to unzip the zip file. Also, we need to install the browser driver for for the Selenium to activate a web browser. I use Chrome, so I download Chrome driver. It's a zip file. We need to unzip it too, and then we save all the folders and files in the same folder. And after all, we need to add the downloaded Selenium server jar file to our Eclipse libraries. So we need to create a Java project in Eclipse, and we need to add the Java file to libraries in Java build path. We need to go into build path configuration and then add that libraries in Java build path. And next slide. This is a video demonstrate my code works. It's a Java edition code. Other than Sadia's one as Python version. So I just want to show my version of the code, and also runs the same thing. Opens the web browser Chrome, and then type in the Selenium demo in the search bar, and then shows the result, and quits because I put a delay for 10 seconds, so it will quit after 10 seconds, and because we the driver quit. If we take out 10-second delay, it will close the web browser automatically immediately. If we take out driver quit, the web browser will stay there forever until you close the web browser. So it just depends how you want to work with it. And here's the result page after running the code, running a test. It's a successful test, obviously. So everything was fine. The code was executed after 11 seconds because I put in delay for 10 seconds. And here's another tool I found similar to Selenium. It's called Cypress. It's a modern testing tool for web application. It's automatic too. It's designed for component integration and end-to-end testing. It can do something Selenium can do, like runs directly in the browser, so you don't need to download a web driver, so you don't need to worry about like using different web browsers, Chrome, Firefox, Edge. You don't need to download specific ones for each one. And it automatically reloads whenever you make changes. But Selenium, uh, you need to run the code after you make changes. You don't. It doesn't reload automatically. Um, Also, it will wait for the commands and assertions before moving on. But Selenium just move on itself until you exit it. An advantage for Selenium is it supports multiple languages, because for like Java, Python, C Sharp, JavaScript too. But where Cypress only supports for JavaScript, and also another one, it works across all major browsers, so many different browsers. You don't need to do it one by one, but you need to download the web browser, obviously. So that's why it's better for large scale crossing browser testing. Because when you have multiple testing or tasks on hand, you don't need to do it one by one. I can do it all at once. And here's just a reference page for our research and all the information we gathered. And that's it. Thank you for watching.
For your presentation. Now we will conclude our presentation by showing you a video on why you should learn Selenium.
Hi folks, this is Vartan from Edureka, and this video is on the top 10 reasons why you should learn Selenium. Obviously, there are numerous testing tools in the market, but today I will be telling you why Selenium is the best fit for you and why you should learn it. The number one reason why you should learn Selenium is because Selenium is an open source tool, which means anybody can use it for free. It is powered by Apache, which means any organization can use Selenium to test their website, or even independent programmers can implement and practice Selenium without having to pay for it. Most of all, remember that Selenium is backed by Google, which has a huge developer community. The problem with other testing tools are that they are either licensed tools or their functionality is just not as good as Selenium. HP's QTP, IBM's RFT, Test Complete, Runnerx are all proprietary tools. And feature-wise, Selenium is a clear winner. No second thoughts. The second reason why you should learn Selenium is because there are no operating system or browser or hardware demands. You don't need a system with 16 GB RAM or a system with a lot of free hard disk space. Neither do you need to house a Windows operating system or a Mac operating system or a Linux operating system. The operating system you use for home purpose is good enough for testing with Selenium. The problem, however, with other tools is that majority of them run only on Windows operating system. With Selenium, you can also test your website or even web application on any browser, be it Chrome or Firefox or Safari or Internet Explorer or even Opera for that matter of fact. The simplicity needed to work with Selenium can be related to how easy it is to plug in USB drives into your system for transferring data. This is the next reason why you should learn Selenium. And this must be the single most important factor for any programmer to get into the automation testing domain. Most tools in the market need you to be specialized in the particular programming language. Languages such as VB Java, C Sharp are among the most common scripting languages required by various tools. But with Selenium, you will not face any such restrictions. Even if you are familiar with one of the programming languages, such as Java or Python or Perl or PHP or Ruby, C Sharp or .NET, then you can start your Selenium career right away. The next reason why you should learn Selenium is because of the availability of frameworks. Frameworks are very similar to templates. You can make slight modifications to the code as per your requirement for different conditions, instead of making wholesale changes. In Selenium, there are various frameworks like data-driven testing, keyword-driven testing, hybrid testing, module-driven testing, and many more. Using these frameworks, you will reduce your time to code and time to test. And because of this, a lot of companies are adopting Selenium and looking for professionals skilled in Selenium. The next reason why you should learn Selenium is because of its strong presence in the DevOps lifecycle. Selenium forms an integral part of the continuous testing phase in the DevOps lifecycle. And today, most companies are replacing agile or waterfall approaches with the DevOps approach. Very few testing tools qualify as a DevOps tool because DevOps emphasizes on using open source tools. And also because most of the software products developed nowadays are delivered on the cloud, web-based testing tools are the ones that are extensively used. And this is where Selenium fits perfectly. The sixth reason why you should learn Selenium is because it can be easily integrated with a lot of open source tools. Some of those tools are Jenkins, TestNG, Maven, JUnit, Sikoli, and AutoIT. And when these tools are integrated with Selenium, we can achieve automation. This is where other tools lag behind. The next reason is parallel and distributed testing. Executing multiple test cases at the same time is called parallel testing, and executing them in remote machines is called distributed testing. Selenium Grid is used for this purpose. By performing parallel and distributed testing, you save time to run the tests, you do not need extra machines to perform the tests, and you can also execute the same test cases on different web servers. The next reason why you should learn Selenium is because Selenium does not depend on any GUI-based systems. Since Selenium tests can be executed without a GUI, the tests can be carried out on web servers, and automation can be achieved by scheduling the execution of test cases. And since the GUI is not involved, there will be no system overhead, and the performance of your machine will drastically improve. The benefit over other tools is that most tools need a GUI for scripting, and those scripts can only be executed through the GUI provided by the tool. The ninth reason why you should learn Selenium is because of the flexibility that you get while designing your test case. For designing test cases, you have the flexibility to design it either via programming logic using WebDriver or via the record and playback feature provided by IDE. If you are a technical person and prefer writing with the programming logic, you can use WebDriver. If you're a non-technical person, then you can use IDE to record your tests and export that programming logic to an equivalent programming language of your choice. The last reason, but not the least important reason, is that there's an increasing demand for Selenium testers. Believe me when I say that among all the tools in the market, Selenium has the greatest demand. And you can visibly see it on the screen, right? The one on the left shows how the Selenium job vacancies have grown since 2008. And 2018 is not going to be any different. The demand is still going to rise, and even the pay is pretty good. So my advice to you is learn Selenium when it's still the right time. And on that note, I'll conclude today's session. Thank you for watching the video till the very end. Happy learning from Edureka.
Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great afternoon.